Hello everyone, welcome to the Warrior series of ABM. In the series we are covering all the case studies plus MCQs, previous year questions, all of them which are repeated. Now the case studies are numerical based also, theory based also. Kindly note, your module A is totally numerical based. Okay. Today also I will be covering the case studies only. Watch the video completely. The case study is very important. Okay, one is of the REROC. Yeah, important ones. So, watch the video completely. Share it with your friends, like the video, subscribe to the channel, click on the bell icon. Okay, don't miss this. Share it with your friends also, dear. Okay, so a bank's gross NPA was 50,000 crore before AQR. AQR means what? Quarterly review. Okay. Before AQR. After the review, 20% of the bank's substandard assets worth 30,000 crore were reclassified as substandard assets requiring 15% provisions. So, 20% of the bank's standard assets worth 30,000 crores were reclassified as substandard assets. Okay. So, it is given that the bank's standard assets were reclassified as substandard assets. Now, this has the reclassification has happened. Now, once this reclassification happens, many things change. Now it's given requiring 15% provision. So these will be what? If they are requiring 15% provision, these will be secured assets. Because substandard provisioning is, what is the substandard provisioning? Substandard provisioning equals to, it is substandard. For secured it is 15%. For unsecured it is 25%. And if it is, third one is this infra. If it is infra, then it is 20%. Okay. Infra is 20%. Got it? Infra unsecured part. Okay. Infra unsecured. Unsecured infra. So that is 20%, not 25%. But that is specifically for infra. Okay. So now it's given that 15%. So these will be these. Now what is given? 50,000 crore was a gross NPA. After the review, 20% of the standard assets were added to the substandard. So now again NPA is increased. So now what is the question? Question is assets reclassified as substandard assets. So how many assets are there now which are reclassified as substandard assets? Think, very, very, very easy question. Think over it. Very easy question. What is the answer you are getting? Very, very, very easy question. What is it given? 20% of what? Assets were 30 crores. So 20% of the bank's standard assets were 30 crores. So this what we'll have to do. 20% of the 30 crores will be reclassified as substandard. So 20% of 30 crores, 30 CR will be this new NPAs. Okay. So what is the answer for this? 20% of 30 crores. Crores means how many zeros? It starts from there. Okay. So crores means how many zeros? I think 7 zeros. 10 lakh is 6 zeros. 1 crore is 7 zeros. Correct. Okay. Because 10 lakhs is 6 zeros. So 1 crore is 7 zeros. So 30 crores. So 30 plus 7 zeros. So 3 plus 8 zeros. Okay. 3 and then 8 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. 30 crores. 30 plus 7 zeros. So 3 plus 8 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. 30 crores. So 30 plus 7 zeros. So 3 plus 8 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. 30 crores. So 30 Right. 3 plus 8 zeros. Everyone, don't make mistake in zeros. Okay. 10 lakh, basic remember, 10 lakh is 6 zeros. So 10 into 10 times, so 6 means 7 zeros will be 1 crore. But you are requiring 30 crores. So this zero will be added. So 8 zeros, 3 and 8 zeros. So into what? 20%? 20%. Percent means divided by 100. So 0.2 into 0.2. So you are getting it as 1, 2, 3, 6 crores. Yeah, 6 crores. So new NPAs are 6 crores over here. Okay, 15%, 30,000 crores. What was it? Oh, 30,000. Okay, it's not 30 crores. 30,000 crores. Things will change now. 30,000 crores. Okay, so 30,000 to 3. 30,000 and then CR. So 3 zeros will be added now. So it will be more. It will be more now. It will be 6,000 crores. Yeah, 6,000 crores it will be. So it is coming out to be 6,000 rupees. 6,000 crores. Okay. So what we'll do, we'll keep a simple trick now. We won't touch this crores. Okay. We will not touch the crores. Let's keep it simple. Okay. We will not touch the crores over here. Okay. So what we'll do, we'll let this crores remain as it is. We'll only touch with the figures. 30,000. So 20% of 30,000. So 6,000. Crores is same. We won't touch this crore figure now. That's simple. Next, provision required for newly classified substandard asset. Newly classified. What is the provision required? It is already given that 15% provision will be required. 15%. So now 15% into this new assets, new substandard assets, 6,000. So what is the answer? 15% into 6,000 crores. So that is equal to, do it, 15 6 is 90. So it will be something 900. 15% means, yeah, 900, because 10% is 600. So 900. So 900 CR. 900 CR. This much is the provision required. New provision required for the new assets. Okay. New provision required for the new assets. What is my gross NPA now? New gross NPA. New gross NPA. What was my earlier NPA? My earlier NPA was 50,000. Right? So new gross NPA is what? 50,000 plus, what is my new NPA? Substandard. See, whatever has become substandard is a new NPA. So 6,000. So that is equal to rupees 56,000. This much crores. Crores, no? Crores, yeah. So you should never forget this crores. Okay, so CR. So what is your new gross NPA? 56,000 CR. Big bang it is. Okay. What will happen now? What is the last question? Impact on profit. What will be the impact on profit? Who can tell me? Now you will have to make this new provision. See, understand this. You are making a new provision. Whenever you are making a new provision, from where are you making this new provision? This one. Which one? This provision. 900 CR. This provision. 900 CR which you are making. From where are you making? Where is the money? The money comes from P&L. Your net profit. So net profit will get hit. Net profit will reduce. By how much? By how much will it reduce? This Provision, what is that provision? 900. By 900. 900, of course, CR. You don't forget this CR. Crores. Okay? Got it, everyone? This numerical is asked in the exams, and something more will be asked for 5 marks. 1, say this, 1, 2, 3, 4, and something more will be asked. 1 more will be added. So that becomes 5 marks. Okay? Classification, NPA stressed assets is a huge topic. Okay? In a resolution case under the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code, the total admitted claims amount to 70,000 crores. The resolution plan led to a recovery of 28,000 crores. So calculate the recovery rate. What is the recovery rate? Very simple numerical. Recovery rate. Very simple. Recovery rate is very simple. What is my recovery? Recovery upon, what is that? Earlier one. What is this? Claims. Total admitted claims. Okay? Admitted. So that is simple, isn't it? So 28,000 divided by 70,000. Right? 28,000 divided by 70,000. Do it, everyone. 28,000, 28 divided by 70. Simple. Forget this 1000. Everything will get cancelled. Okay? Crores also gets cancelled. So 28 upon 70. What is the answer? 0.4. Or you can call it 40%. 40%. This is known as the recovery rate in stressed assets. As per the IBC, you are asked this question. Recovery rate. Okay? Got it, everyone? This is the recovery rate as per the IBC. Now one more. Let's do it one more on this. Yes. Big case study. A bank has a total capital of 5,000 CR and risk-weighted asset of 40,000 CR. A minimum capital adequacy ratio requirement is 10.5%, including CCB. 9 plus 2.5. It should be 11.5. Okay, let's make this 11.5 because as per the Basel 10.5. We at RBI require it 11.5. Okay, this is the world is following 10.5. We are following 11.5. Okay, conservation buffer. However, due to the severe economic downturn, 10% of the bank's assets worth 20,000 crore are downgraded to doubtful assets. So 10% of the standard assets are downgraded to doubtful assets, requiring now doubtful assets requiring 50% provision for the secured portion and 100% for the unsecured portion. So what we'll do, as per our norms, we'll change it. Requiring doubtful, so we'll make this 40%. Okay, because we have the provision of 25 and 40. Doubtful one is 25 and doubtful 2 is 40. Okay, so let's consider it 40%, requiring 40% for the secured portion and 100% for the unsecured portion. Assuming the unsecured portion is 30% of the doubtful assets, assuming the unsecured portion is 30% of the doubtful assets. So total whatever are the doubtful assets, out of that 30% are unsecured. Very confusing numerical. Okay, this is in D2, doubtful 2 we'll write it, doubtful 2 assets. Okay, D2, because D2 has this provision of 40 and 100. D1 has the provision of 2500. Okay, so now assuming the unsecured portion, so remember the unsecured portion is 30% of the doubtful assets. Now where are the questions? But questions are huge. Let's see, let me show you. All of you got this? What is the case? Okay, total capital is given, RW, this is a sort of BFM problem also. In BFM also this is asked, in ABM also this can be asked. Okay, because this is a part of your stressed assets. So what are the questions? Calculate current CAR, means capital adequacy ratio, asset downgraded to doubtful assets, secured doubtful assets, unsecured doubtful assets, provision for secured doubtful assets, provision for unsecured doubtful assets, total additional provisions, reduced capital, initial capital minus additional provisions, okay, and new CAR. So many questions are there. Out of these, some 4-5 will be asked to you in exam. Okay, so 5 marks case study is there. So 5 marks, 5 questions. So let's solve one by one. Let's try to solve one by one, each one. Let's try. What is this? Current CAR. What is my current CAR over here? What is my current CAR? Current capital adequacy ratio. What is my present capital adequacy ratio? Capital upon RWA. What is the formula for CAR? Capital upon RWA. Let's go back. Okay, because you have to go back. Capital upon RWA. We'll do this fast. Capital upon RWA. What is my capital? 5,000. What is my RWA? 40,000. Simple. So 5,000 upon 40,000. Do it everyone. We'll do it fast now. 5,000 upon 40,000. So shall I write it over here only? 5,000 upon 40,000. Of course, into 100 you have to do it later. 100. So what is the answer? Everyone try this. 5,000 upon 40,000. What are you getting? 5 upon 40. Try it everyone on the calci into 100. So you must get it as, are you getting it? 12.5%. 12.5%. Okay. Assets downgraded to doubtful. What are the assets which are downgraded to doubtful? What is given? Due to some severe condition, what is happening? 10% of the bank's standard assets worth 20,000 crore were downgraded to doubtful too. So 10% of 20,000. So what are the assets downgraded to doubtful? 10% of into, okay, or 10% into 20,000 CR. I won't write crores now. So 10% into 20,000 is 2,000 CR. 2,000 CR. This much is downgraded to doubtful 2. Let's write it 2 over here. Secured doubtful assets. Which are the secured doubtful assets? Now what is the secured doubtful assets given? There is one point given in the numerical. Look at this. Assuming the unsecured portion is 30% of the doubtful assets. So unsecured is unsecured equals to 30%. So secured will be what? Secured equals to 70%. 70% of the total doubtful assets. So 70% of what now? What of 70% of what? So how many have been converted to doubtful assets now? Just now we saw it. How many of them have been converted to doubtful? 2,000. So secured portion will be 70% into 2,000. Okay, that is, okay, 70% into 2,000. So it is 7 to the 14. Right? 1400. 1400 CR. This is secured doubtful assets. What is unsecured then? Simple, remaining one. 600. 600 CR. Because 2000 minus 1400. So 600 CR is my this unsecured doubtful assets. Provision for secured doubtful assets. What is the provision now? Provision for secured doubtful. We are in D2 category. See, it is all D2. Huh? Doubtful means D2. D2. Everywhere it's D2. Okay. So provision for secured D2, it is 40%. 40% of the assets. So 40% into what is the secured part? 1400. 1400. So that is equal to 14 for the 56. 560 CR. Right? 40%, no? 56 upon 100. Am I doing it wrong? This. So 14 for the 56. Correct. 560. 40%. Okay, correct it is. I thought, am I doing it wrong? So 560, okay. Second, provision for unsecured assets. What is the provision for unsecured assets? Unsecured is what? Where is it? Unsecured, 600. It is always 100%. So 100%, 100%. So 100%. So that is equal to 600 CR. Okay, 600 CR, new, these are all new provisions. So what is my total provision now? See this, total additional provision. What is it? Add this, 560 plus 600. So 1160, 1160 CR. So simple case study it is, right? But looking at the case study, we get afraid. Huh? What is this? I don't know. If your mindset becomes, I don't know, you will not know anything. Problem is so simple, right? But if your mindset is positive, you will know everything. Okay? Reduced capital. What is the reduced capital? Now this is the provision made. Whatever is the provision, I'll have to subtract it from the capital. What was the capital? I think so 5,000. So 5,000 minus 1160. Right? This additional provision, from where will I make the provision? This provision comes from my capital or my net profit, right? Is there anything given about the net profit? Nothing. Either the provision comes from the net, capital is means net profit only. See this, capital includes 4 parts. One is your share capital, second is your net profit, reserves and surplus, and revaluation reserves at 45%. So these 4 elements are only there. Okay, so from there you will have to reduce it. Now nothing is given, only capital is given. No net profit is given, no R&S is given, no revaluation is given. So take capital only. So 5,000 minus 1160. So what is the answer? 5,000 minus this, you do it on the calculator. These confusing calculations, don't do it orally. Because we always get confused in this. 3840. Right? 3840 crores, of course, everything is crores. New CAR, new capital adequacy ratio. Now RWA remains the same, but your capital has reduced. So it is new CAR is 3840 divided by, what is that? RWA 40,000. That is same, that is not changing. So 40,000 into 100. Okay, you have to do it into 100. So get the answer now. 3840 upon 40,000 into 100. So 9.6, 9.6%. So new capital adequacy is 9.6%. Earlier it was 12.5. Now it is 9.6%. It has got reduced. Why? Because of your NPAs. Okay? Whenever your bank has NPAs, remember you are in trouble. Okay? Try to avoid as much NPAs as possible or try to convert them. If possible, try to recover them as much as possible. So remember, bank with NPA will always have a problem. Okay? Always try to reduce the NPAs as much as possible. So that was it for this session. Now before going, everyone kindly download Adda 24/7 app and then purchase the batches. Because once you download the app, there you will get 1% extra discount. And when you purchase it by downloading, then only you will be getting 1% extra. Otherwise, you will get remaining discounts are there, but 1% extra. Why to leave that also? Join the new batch. See, the new age batch has just started. Age batch. Ebooks, mock test, online live classes, recorded sessions. Those are also available. Recorded sessions means if you miss out on some day, you can definitely go for the recorded sessions. Those are available. Ebooks, mock test. Mock tests are chapter wise as well as full length. Ebooks are to the chapter wise per chapter. So it's a huge thing. And a discount offer, check the discount offer. Click on buy now. Put the code Y432. Y432. Enter. Look at this. 79% discount plus 1% extra. 80%. Don't miss the code. 80% discount you will be getting. And I'll also suggest you to join this CIB Increment Mahapack. This is also, say this, Increment Mahapack. Right now you are getting double validity. Means you buy for 6 months, you get it for 12 months. You buy for 12 months, you get it for 24 months. Plus discount of this earlier discount 1% plus 79, it's there. See, use this. In Increment Mahapack, kindly note, you get 15 plus batches per subject. Never forget the code Y432. Okay? You get 15 plus batches and 79% discount plus 1% extra. Plus here you get one more. Free question bank. You will get it directly, physical question bank at your home. Plus you will get formula bank for all the subjects, compulsory ones, all of them. Formula bank you get it. Plus study planner you get it. So it's the best offer. Go for it right now because